What is up, everybody? Monday. It is not Sunday. It is Monday. And let me tell you, there is a lot of shit popping off today. It is the Tokyo Game Show in Japan. It is going on, and oh my goodness, trailer overload. Today is going to be trailer overload. We've got a lot of brand new trailers. We've got some brand new, we got a major release date for a big time VR game. And I've only looked at like a lot of the Sony stuff. This is all Sony stuff. I don't even know what is going on with Vive or Oculus. I have no idea if there is any news in the Vive or Oculus worlds. But Tokyo Game Show is going a little bit crazy right now. We've got so many different trailers to check out. So we're kind of early in the show. We got a bunch of people checking in chat. Chevy, Asterix Gamings, Kev Gret, Christian Jensen, Chris Cox, Fluke, SAMIK, Crunchy, James Davis 911, all checking in. But you know what? We gotta start the trailer parade because there is literally a billion of these things. Let me see all these different trailers that popped today. I don't want to start with like the most exciting trailers, right? I want to kind of start it off maybe kind of with some of the crappy ones first. So let's check out Gungrave. Gungrave, I believe this is going to have a VR mode. Don't quote me on this. I think this has a VR mode. Let's go ahead and... This is Gungrave. Now, all these trailers are like Japanese, all kinds of stuff. But let's go ahead and check it out. Like Japanese language, like these, a lot of these have not been converted to for American audiences yet. Okay, this is kind of a weird trailer. So is Gungrave coming to VR? Is Gungrave coming to VR? Yeah, you know what? Crunchy says, I missed the VR Game Rankings intro. So this is saying 2019 for Gungrave. I can't remember if it's coming to VR or not. You know what? Yeah, let's go ahead and run the little, might as well run my intro. I mean, I've made my intro like all these, it's easy. It doesn't take more than a couple of seconds, you know, to do the VR Game Rankings YouTube channel. What is up, ladies and gentlemen? Episode 197. It is Monday. It is September 10th. What is going on? Yeah, so that is our standard trailer, VR Game Rankings. 197. Cole 197. Monday, September 10th, 2018 is the year. And we've got trailers up the yin-yang. So I'm not sure about Gungrave. Not sure about Gungrave, but I am sure about Kingdom Hearts. There is going to be a VR experience for Kingdom Hearts. Let's check this out. You know me in these Japanese games, guys. No. I've never played a Kingdom Hearts. Never, ever. And probably still won't, unless this is free. Kingdom Hearts VR experience. Disney and Square in the VR bed. Yeah, so that is Kingdom Hearts. There will be a VR experience for Kingdom Hearts. So I'm looking over here at chat and seeing what's going on. Crunchy said a quick search of Gungrave did say VR. Yeah, I thought for sure Gungrave was VR. I thought it was. I just wasn't, like, for some reason I was like, wait a minute, is Gungrave VR? So I just wanted to double check on that. But yeah, Kingdom Hearts, absolutely. We are going to have this VR experience for Kingdom Hearts. And I don't know, is this coming with like the new Kingdom Hearts game? Or is this going to be like some separate thing that might be just something that we can download, like a free download? We've seen stuff like this before, some demos on PSVR that have come out that kind of just gave us a demo there. Yeah, I saw Donald Duck. That's Chebby. He did see Donald Duck. Yeah, I mean, this is, of course, Kingdom Hearts, which used to be, I mean, in PlayStation 2 days, Kingdom Hearts was freaking huge. This was a really huge thing back in the PlayStation 2 days. But yeah, all of this stuff is going on because of the Tokyo Game Show. We are being absolutely bombarded with trailers, and dude, we've still got quite a few to go. Now, here's probably one of the best announcements of the day. I think we were all expecting this, but let's check this out. Hot Shots Golf, ladies and gentlemen, also known as Everybody's Golf in Japan. 2019, that is the downer, but we are going to get Hot Shots Golf, Everybody's Golf. We were just talking about this. When were we going to get a Hot Shots Golf and Everybody's Golf on PlayStation VR? And it is coming. It is coming to PlayStation VR. This is one of the announcements that's going on at the Tokyo Game Show right now, or maybe like last night is when all this happened pretty much. And this is exciting. Now, we don't have a really good date on this thing. We just know it's 2019. Did anybody else see that PSVR headset and almost look different? I guess that's just the version 2 that I haven't messed with yet. But yeah, that is Hot Shots Golf. Not a great trailer. You know, hopefully we'll get like an official trailer that isn't like filmed on the show floor, or however this was done. However they did this, but at least we know it is on its way. It is Hot Shots Golf. Paradise Decay, what is up, man? Dude, Paradise, are you looking at all this news? So much news. Kingdom Hearts VR experience, Hot Shots Golf, trailers up the yin yang, Paradise. So that's what we're doing here, is we're checking out all these interesting trailers. It's just a bombardment, and we got to check them out. And you know what? There's a big new Ace Combat trailer, and so we're going to have to check this out as well. Let's see here. It starts off... yeah, there's a brand new Ace Combat trailer. This looks pretty hot. Let's go ahead and check this out. They're about to get into the VR gameplay mode.
Prioritize Mobius 1. I'm going up first.
Oops. Fuck. Sorry. I fucked that up. My bad. You know what? Basically, that does look pretty damn good. My apologies. I accidentally hit the wrong button and it started the trailer over. But this does look pretty damn good. I am not the flight sim guy by any stretch of the imagination, but I gotta tell you that when Ace Combat 7 comes to my local Redbox, I'm probably gonna grab this for a day and a half, play the living crap out of it, and then I'll probably be good. And I'll be like, okay, I'm taking this back to Redbox. That was enjoyable. That was $3 instead of $65. But this does look sweet. Like, if you are into flight sim type stuff, but with an arcadey bent, this does really look good. This does look good. But we're talking about a $65 banger here for Ace Combat 7. But this is a brand new trailer. And I do believe this trailer looks pretty freaking nice. We'll go ahead and finish it off because I screwed it up the last time. Ace Combat 7 Skies Unknown looking pretty freaking hot. And I believe this has a date, right? Is it like January 18th or something like that? Or maybe January 17th? This is the Japanese trailer, but I know it has a date in the US. So Ace Combat 7 doing things. So let's see, what are people talking about in chat? Kingdom Hearts Experience, Hot Shots Golf, all kinds of stuff. Ace Combat 7 looks like Assassin's Creed to me. Paradise Decay says, if anyone can make a really good VR flight game, it's the Air Combat devs. Terry Blanchard says, Ace is top of my list. Like, Ace is his #1 most wanted. Ahead of Stormland? Or are you just saying, like, PlayStation VR games? Fluke says, at Paradise Decay, Anthony is showing, stuff that's been shown and announced at the Tokyo Game Show. Yeah, that is what we're looking at, guys. It is an explosion. We've just barely started. We've still got a lot more trailers to get to, but we've already seen some pretty cool hotness, but we've got plenty more to get to, so just hold on a minute. Terry Blanchard says, another boost for PlayStation VR. Hey, they passed the 3 million mark. They've got a high-quality product at a pretty damn good price. And a lot of things are going very well for PlayStation VR, if I could possibly talk. I need to get a sip of water. But what I am going to do is I'm going to show you guys the Space Channel 5 trailer. We have heard rumors about Space Channel 5. It is happening. Let's go ahead and check this out.
怪しい気配がギュンギュンします。宇宙人が現れました。何はともあれ踊ってみたいと思います。決めます。うららありがとう。また宇宙人です。うららありがとう。踊って撃退成功です。結構大きいですね。ポーズ。Left, down, down. 最後は一緒に決めるわよ。Right, left,
What the F is this, man? No. Space Channel 5, baby.
うららありがとう。救出成功です。スペースチャンネル 5VR あらかたダンシングショー。プレイステーション。
Space Channel 5. That is kind of crazy. That would be cool in VR. Some crazy stuff going on. Absolutely, Space Channel 5. That does look interesting. Let's see what are folks talking about over here in Chizat. So Greg's VR says Top Gun 2 is beginning shooting. Going to be a Top Gun VR game coming in the next year or so. You really don't need Top Gun VR. Ace Combat 7 pretty much is Top Gun VR, so you're going to be very good there. Andy Sky says, what happened to Resident Evil 7? Let's not even talk about it anymore. Just let it go. I don't know what Capcom is doing, although there is maybe the hope that Jason Rubin and Oculus will kick out a couple $100,000 and convince Capcom to bring it to the Oculus platform for maybe like a 90-day exclusivity window. That's just going to piss a ton of people off. That will, of course, again, kickstart the whole exclusivity drama. Paradise Decay says Space Channel 5 is a very popular game on PlayStation, and Chris Gold wants a Crazy Taxi remake in VR, which actually that would be super cool. So, I mean, there is just a lot of stuff that is going on over here at the Tokyo Game Show. You know, I forgot about it. Like, I woke up this morning, I wasn't expecting to have a complete avalanche of brand new VR games hitting, brand new game trailers. Now, this is all PlayStation VR. So for those of you out there with an Oculus Rift or an HTC Vive and you don't have a PlayStation VR, this isn't your day. Unfortunately, this is PSVR Day 2018. We're getting a lot of announcements, and probably the biggest announcement of the day is the release date for Deracine. This is November 6th, I believe. This is a big one. Let's peep it out. FromSoft. Japan Studio in collaboration with From Software, I believe. Yes. No sound. I'm not hearing any sound. Let's see. Okay.
Aren't you excited? You're going to be a fairy.
Fairies give and take the time one has to live. Just like in the story.
Very short trailer coming November 6th to, I believe, the USA on November 6th. This is one of the bigger games that we have been waiting for as far as PlayStation VR is concerned. This actually is a pretty big PlayStation VR game in terms, I know it's ranked relatively high on our most wanted PlayStation VR charts. Obviously, From Software is a well-known big-time company.
Aren't you excited?
Looks
You're
interesting.
going to be a
Hard to really
fairy.
get a good feel for what's going on here in terms of like actual gameplay. But yeah, that is coming out on November 6th, so that looks really cool.
Fairies give and take the time
Once
one
again,
has to
it
live.
just gets better and better and better. We've got more and
Just
more
like
VR
in the
games are
story.
coming. You know, if you have all three platforms, or well, not all three, but if you have a PC VR platform like the Rift or the Vive or both of them, or Pimax or whatever else, so Windows mixed reality as well, and then if you also have a PlayStation VR, you're pretty well set up to enjoy the breadth of quality VR software that we have across all the platforms. If you don't have PlayStation VR at all, you're missing out. You really are missing out on a lot of good stuff. Now, when there's enough big PC VR games that are constantly hitting, you could probably just ignore everything that's going on PlayStation VR. But when things are kind of slow, and then something like Deracine, or whatever the pronunciation of this is, something like this comes out, and it's like, man, I wish I kind of had a PSVR. Remember Moss, a great game. Everybody played that on PSVR first. There's a lot of really good games that hit PSVR first and then maybe make their way over later. But some of this stuff is published by Sony. We're not going to see it on PSVR. On PC VR. We're not going to see it on the Oculus Rift or the HTC Vive if it's published by Sony. And a lot of this stuff is published by Sony. Now, they're saying this footage is captured on a PS4 Pro. So let's remember that. But yeah, November 6th, this is a slightly big deal, ladies and gentlemen. We can see here, Dark Souls dev Deracine hits PlayStation VR in November, and it has been updated. PlayStation blog has confirmed November 6th. Not sure if this is a $39.99 game, but it is coming on November 6th. That is Deracine. It is a big-time game that people are looking forward to So if you are a PSVR fan, you're probably looking at this as a potential game you might be grabbing, but it's going to depend because there's a lot of heat that is coming to the PlayStation VR. And you know what? The heat continues because we have more trailers coming out of TGS, a brand new Astrobot trailer, brand new Astrobot trailer. This is the one I'm checking. Yeah, so I don't know how much new is this trailer. I've seen a lot of this footage before, but it said Astrobot TGS trailer. I thought it was like a new trailer, but I don't know if there's anything really new with that. But god damn it, Astrobot looks damn good. And Astrobot is coming out on October 2nd. October 2nd, which that's less than 30 days away. Do you guys realize this? Astrobot is less than 30 days away. And there is a PSVR bundle that comes with Astrobot and Moss. And I believe you get the physical disc for Astrobot. And then I believe Moss is a digital download. So, if you've already got Moss on PCVR, you could basically sell that code, I guess, maybe on eBay or something. So maybe look towards this bundle coming out on October 2nd. You get a brand new PSVR game that is pretty hot in Astrobot, looking like maybe one of the best VR platformers we've ever seen. And those of you that never played the Playroom VR and you never played Robot Rescue, what you guys don't realize is Japan Studio was doing that Moss stuff way before freaking Moss. Japan Studio was taking your DualShock 4 controller and putting it into the game with one of the cutest platform characters you've ever seen. Cute and cuddly, beautiful, colorful. The music is cheerful. This is like Nintendo coming to VR, but it's not Nintendo, but it's Japan Studio. And these fools absolutely killed it with the Playroom VR Robots Rescue. Now, that only lasts maybe 13, 14 minutes. And what was everybody crying about in October of 2016 when we all got to check this out for the first time and we played Robots Rescue for the first time way back October 2016? We were saying, please, for the love of God, make a full-length game with this adorable robot. Japan Studio, make a full-length game. And they freaking delivered, man. This is our wishes delivered, and it's 2 years later. It's practically 2 years to the day later. Well, October 13th is when we got PlayStation VR. This is October 2nd. So it was 2 years later, but they brought it to us. How beautiful is that? I love that. That is awesome. Chris Cox says Astrobot and Wipeout 2 are what I really want, but I'm not going to get a PS4 Pro and a PSVR just for those two games. I understand you, but you know what? You don't have to buy a PS4 Pro. The difference in graphical quality between the PS4 Pro and a vanilla PS4 is very minimal. It is very minimal. So my suggestion is you buy a dirt cheap. This is for the people out there that have an Oculus Rift, you have an HTC Vive, or you're going to get Pimax, or you have Windows Mixed Reality, you got a Samsung, whatever it is. But you look at PSVR and you're like, yeah, that's kind of cool, but I'm not going to pay all that money. I'm not buying a brand new PS4 Pro and a brand new PSVR, all of that type of thing. Well, what I want to tell you is go to eBay, go to Craigslist, go to a garage sale. There are used PlayStation 4s. I showed one on the show yesterday. I got it for $180 on Craigslist. A slim, in great condition, original PlayStation 4. You can get one of those for dirt cheap. You can get a used PlayStation VR for dirt cheap. So be willing to go used, and you can get this stuff for hella cheap. So I think you guys are making a mistake if you go to the money card saying, it's still going to be about $400 though. Even if you buy everything used, you're still going to spend about $400. So that is kind of it's kind of a sting. And Terry Blanchard says, hey, save up for an RTX 2070. Don't be buying this crazy PSVR stuff. Nah, I don't know, man. If you don't have a PSVR at all, you're missing out. You know why you're missing out? Because we got more trailers for you. Yeah, we got more Tokyo Game Show trailers for you. There is another game that you're missing out on if you don't have a PlayStation VR, and we've got a brand new trailer, so let's check this out.
I'm Ryan Marks. 故郷を離れ軍人となったが家族に危険が迫った。どうもロンドンは俺が戻ってくると騒がしくなりだしい。
I'm a professional soldier, don't take bad man for a joker. I don't wanna do man over, but I'm raw getting closer and closer. Get shit resolved, I'm quick, no glamoring glitz, just glamoring grit. I'm on my ting, won't quit, I'm a real bad man, I get a bad man hit. Wow, rage, I'm coming for you, get this resolved. I'm coming for you, show no regrets. I'm coming for you.
往生際の悪いやつだ。
待て、誤解だ。俺じゃねえって。全部入って。
Today a legend is born, ready for vengeance, ready for war, ready for anything, ready for more. My English gangster, I'm telling you sure. I'm rage, I'm coming for you, get this resolved. I'm coming for you, show no regrets. I'm coming for you, cold-blooded revenge. I'm coming for you.
Yeah, so I believe that is a brand new trailer for Blood and Truth. I have seen some of that footage before, but I think it's kind of like the new trailer. That's obviously a trailer that we're probably going to see in the U.S. market, like during Sunday football and stuff. Like, this is going to be a major trailer that Sony is probably going to be running this year on American television, in the fourth quarter for Christmas time, Thanksgiving. So I'm probably thinking that this game has to come out maybe November as well. So we got Daracene in November, we got Blood and Truth. This Blood and Truth game does look pretty freaking intense. And this is London Studio. And again, you guys that have never played PlayStation VR, that means that you've probably never played PlayStation VR Worlds. And if you've never played PlayStation VR Worlds, you've never played London Heist. And if you've never played London Heist, you have not seen what is quite possibly one of the 10 best showcases of virtual reality on any system, on any hardware, period. The London Heist scenario where you're in that delivery truck and you got a gun and you got a guy right next to you, it's like you're in a freaking action movie. It is absolutely. Excuse me. So let's see. What are people talking about over here in chat? Talking of prices, what about the Lenovo for $180? That's a bargain if you want to get into PCVR. Yeah, that is a great deal. Let's see. What else are people talking about? You can get a used Rift for $250 all day long. Really? Crunchy says, this trailer is causing some internal disconnect in my brain for some reason. Chris says, I want this game, but it looks too much action. I want more sneaking and puzzles. Well, they're going to show you the hyped stuff. The trailer is going to show you the hyped stuff. So we don't know if there is some slow exploratory moments where you're doing some more James Bond type stuff. Dude, I'm just telling you, like, you guys that have never played PlayStation VR Worlds, you've never played London Heist, you have no idea what a lot of money and a very talented developer can get done on even vanilla PlayStation 4 hardware. It's quite amazing. London Heist shows you what AAA VR could possibly be, but you're only getting a very small glimpse of it. It is very small. Like, London Heist does not take very much time. And the freeway chase scene that you're doing, you know, that's like 15 minutes or whatever, maybe not even that. And it's incredibly impactful. You feel like you're in a movie. So just imagine that studio has been given carte blanche to basically go all out, you know, go all out and try to make a full-length game. This is very similar to the Astrobot situation and Robots Rescue. That was like a 12, 13-minute demo in the Playroom VR. It launched with PlayStation VR, and Sony said, okay, Japan studio, here's your opportunity. Make a full-length Robot Rescue. Well, what else was available on October 13th? PlayStation VR Worlds was available on October 13th. London Heist was available on October 13th. And Sony again said, okay, London Studio, let's see what you can do. Let's give you a boatload of money. Let's give you a full-length development cycle. Let's make a AAA game that is going to blow people away. And that's what we're doing here. And so Blood and Truth, again, this is another exclusive. I feel bad for those of you that don't have an opportunity to play PlayStation VR. Maybe find a buddy that has a PlayStation VR. And when some of these really primetime games come out, maybe just say, hey man, can I just check that out for a minute? Can I play it for like an hour just to see what's going on, bruh? You know, maybe you have to go down that kind of road. So I guess, you know, I'm looking at the stuff that I have here, and it looks like I've actually exhausted my Tokyo Game Show trailers. I can't believe it. I've actually exhausted them. I'm sure there's probably more stuff going on that I need to look up real quick. In fact, why don't we do that? Why don't we go ahead, wait, let me check chat real quick, and then we'll go ahead and take a look at the PSVR subreddit, because that's where all of this is popping off. Everybody's talking about all of this on the PSVR subreddit. VR fan Snakebird. PSVR demo at a friend's house is what got me interested in getting a Rift. Kevin Mars says, yeah, use Rift, let's go. 5 miles, Facebook Marketplace, Craigslist, eBay, not so much. Smoking the cigar in London Heist. Wow, what a moment. That is Silver bringing it up. Yeah, people don't realize, man, PlayStation VR Worlds has some amazing stuff. It's very short, it's very brief, but it's some of the best overall VR experiences we've had. Best demo in VR Worlds. London Heist, when you're in that delivery truck on that freeway and you're shooting out the side of your freeway at people in motorcycles and stuff, that's an action movie. You're living an action movie at that point. We just need to make that better and better and better, and feel it, and sensations, and that's all we got to do, and longer and longer and longer. Logan68 says PlayStation 5's around the corner. Maybe wait for that. Okay, but while you're waiting for PlayStation 5, I'm playing Blood and Truth. You know, so, I mean, sure, you could survive without a PlayStation VR. You absolutely can survive without a PlayStation VR. Tons of people have, you know, and they've never played Bound, and they've never played some of these awesome things, and they've survived just fine. They got Fallout 4 VR. Okay, they got to the top the PC VR version, which is a little bit better. They've got Onward. They've got all this stuff that some PSVR players do not have. So I could, you could do that. You could avoid PlayStation VR. You definitely could do that. Jim Hall says, just feel it's kind of late to get into the PSVR 1 game. Where's PS5 and PSVR 2, damn it? Well, here's the deal, Jim Hall. My belief is I think PlayStation 5 could actually possibly be a November 2019 product, because remember, AMD has their new 7 nanometer thing, and there's all kinds of rumors that are going on NeoGAF. A lot of people are talking about it. So very possibly PlayStation 5 could arrive November 2019. The problem is, will PSVR 2 arrive day and date? And I don't know, man. I think that's too aggressive. I think it's too aggressive. So I think we're looking at November 2020 for PlayStation VR 2. Can you wait that long and miss out on potentially all these great experiences? Now, some of you guys already have a PlayStation 4 in another room that maybe your kids use, and it's simply a matter of grabbing a PSVR that you could use on occasion to check out some of these primetime exclusives. But if you want to avoid PSVR, I understand it. I absolutely understand it. We can't have everything, right? I mean, I know that better than most. We cannot have everything. We've got to pick and choose. We've got to pick our battles. Some of us want 2080 Ti's. Some of us don't. We've got to make these decisions. Okay, so while I look for another story to go to, and my stomach is starting to growl, I did not have a very big breakfast. That was a mistake. But while we look for some news stories, let's check out this Neos VR gun material for creating environments. Look at how freaking cool this shit is. Let's check this out.
Over how this tool is used, but also how to create your own materials. Anyhow, one way to go about modifying surfaces is to find a material orb, place it into this open slot here, point your laser at something, and pull the trigger button. It's that easy. You can also extract textures from your environment.
Look at how
freaking
cool this is, guys.
Is empty.
Like, you could make a badass environment just by grabbing shit, pointing shit in VR. We're all going to be game developers, ladies and gentlemen. We are all going to be game developers because it's going to be so damn easy to do this in VR. This is the beauty of virtual reality. Virtual reality and augmented reality is going to change the way we create everything. It really is. It's just a matter of time, and it's just a matter of people with great ideas thinking about how we can change the way we do things, how we can make it more efficient. And look at this game engine creation thing that is going on here. This is pretty freaking sick. I happened to randomly see this. I think they were talking about it maybe on the Vive subreddit, or maybe it was Oculus Rift, but I was like, damn, this shit looks badass. So, let me see what they're talking about here. Let's listen in.
The properties of materials. In the controller menu, if you select Edit Material, it will bring up all of the properties of whatever material orb is placed into the slot. Most often you'll be doing this to tweak colors or add a texture map. There's something about extracting materials that needs mentioning here. The material gun is a tool that lets you edit and or replace the surface properties of almost anything. In this demonstration, I'll not only be going over how this tool is used, but also how to create your own materials. Anyhow, one way to go about modifying surfaces is to find a material orb, place it into this open slot here, point your laser at something, and pull the trigger button. It's that easy. You can also extract textures from your environment. Making sure that your material gun is empty, point your laser at
Okay,
any
so
surface
wait a
and
minute,
press the
guys. One of the
secondary
things I'm
action
kind of
button.
curious about here is this thing that we're looking at, is it the same as this? This Neos VR is a versatile metaverse engine based on a novel architecture that allows you to do anything in multiplayer VR, explore, socialize, learn, create, build, develop, and share all in one universe. This came out on May 4th, 2018. Is this what we're talking about here? Or is this something completely different? I don't know if I'm getting these two things mixed up. But I saw this video. They were talking about this on, I think it was the Vive subreddit. I just thought this was pretty cool. But anyways, yeah, Crunchy says it looks like it's the same. So here's this video here where they're doing all this stuff. Let me switch back to the web browser. I wonder if this is actually, if this is the same, you know, this is free to play. About this game, Neos is an innovative metaverse engine designed to accelerate the development of social VR applications. Dynamic multiplayer VR worlds, explore a hub, run multiple VR worlds at once, play with your friends. I don't know, it doesn't talk that much about building as much as like this other video is showing you building stuff. So I don't know, maybe these two things are completely unrelated. Not sure, but let's see what people are talking about over in chat. A lot of people still talking about PSVR in chat, whether or not you should get it or whether you should just let it go. Crunchy says VR would survive without PlayStation VR, just would be a lot less popular. Let's see. Fluke says, no, you originally said PSVR is keeping it alive. That's why I asked the question. I don't remember what that conversation went to. So Tom Lloyd says, I said it helps keep it alive again. No one is saying VR would be dead, but 3 million PlayStation VR users is more than all others, I believe. Absolutely. You know, PSVR is pretty critical. I don't know that PSVR is keeping VR alive single-handedly, but it would be a lot worse if we didn't have PlayStation VR, because the beautiful thing about PlayStation VR is it gives all of these indie developers an opportunity to place their game on the Vive and the Rift, but then to also convert a PSVR version with not that much difficulty and squeeze out some extra sales on the PSVR platform as well, because there's 3 million people. They only need a very small fraction of those people to kind of buy some of these VR games, and then everything is going good. Man, my stomach is really making noises. I should have ate more breakfast. Okay, so what I wanted to do real quick here, though, is I'm going to bounce over to the PlayStation VR subreddit, because this subreddit must be going kind of nuts right now with everything that's happening. So let's go ahead and see what's going on here. Okay, so this is the PSVR subreddit, and the number one upvoted thing right now is the Kingdom Hearts VR experience. There are 43 comments. This one has been updated a lot. I'm going to click on the comments. I just want to see if let's see, VR experience typically means the equivalent of a music video in gaming terms, something short and enjoyable with little depth, typically for promotional purposes. Yeah, I mean, I think it's going to be free, because this guy says, look, some free VR experience have been quite good and playable. The Last Guardian, remember that? The Call of Duty Jackal Assault thing, Air Force Special Ops, We Happy Few, Uncle Jack Live, Stranger Things, Spider-Man Homecoming. But, you know, there's been a lot of free promotional type stuff. So it's very possible that this Kingdom Hearts thing that is coming, this Kingdom Hearts experience, it could just be a free thing. It might not be a for sale thing. Another thing that people are talking about here is Sony's Everybody Golf Series. And yeah, are we hyped for that? That is super huge. We saw the trailer for that earlier today. They're talking about an official PlayStation channel showing off Firewall 0 Hour. A lot of people in the PSVR subreddit are really, really complaining about the lack of mass media or mainstream gaming media coverage of Firewall 0 Hour. They feel like the mainstream gaming media is like purposely avoiding VR games, and they're just not giving VR any kind of respect whatsoever. And it's kind of true. It's actually kind of true, and a lot of them are pissed off about it. Now, most of us in the PC VR world, we've gotten over this. We've been dealing with this for so long, but a lot of these PSVR gamers, they're not used to mainstream gaming not covering what they're into, and they're freaking pissed off about it. Ace Combat 7 Skies Unknown, we saw the new trailer for that. That looked pretty freaking awesome. News from Sony's TGS, Everybody's Golf, Daracene release date, which is November 6th. Space Channel 5 confirmed. Kill X will be Sony published. Okay, Kill X is actually, there's a new Blood and Truth trailer. We saw that. Daracene release trailer. We saw that. Here it says the Dark Souls Daracene is hitting November 11th. It's actually November 6th. It's November 6th. Everybody's Golf 2019. And so, yeah, there's some interesting stuff going on. It is pretty hyped. It's pretty excited in the PlayStation VR world. So that is kind of cool going on over there. But what I can do is let me bounce over. Let me go to YouTube real quick. I'll see if I can find a brand new Kill X trailer, because that's the only one we haven't seen as far as like all of the big PSVR trailers from Tokyo Game Show. Most of them anyway. So let's see. Kill X, or I'll just do Kill X, and we'll filter it by today. And then hopefully we can grab a new, yeah, here we go. We got a brand new Kill X trailer. Just take me a second, hopefully, to get this, and we will be in business. It's kind of a crappy trailer, though. This trailer is like the Everybody's Golf trailer. So it's basically, it was, you know, these 3 big video screens. So not like the legitimate trailer, but this is live from the Tokyo Game Show. So let me go ahead and grab this. We'll check out one more trailer, ladies and gentlemen. We are not done. We have one more Tokyo Game Show trailer to check out, and that is Kill X, which apparently is being published by Sony, so that just ruined it for everybody in PC VR land. You're never going to see this. Okay, let's check this out. Whoops. There we go. Yeah, so I mean, we can't really see a lot from this trailer here. This is similar to the Hot Shots Golf trailer. This is kind of probably at the like the main press conference of the show, where they have big gigantic monitors, and somebody basically just filmed this whole thing. But we do get a little bit of an idea about Kill X. And this will be another Sony PSVR exclusive. They continue to bang away on the exclusive front. I mean, that's just normal. That's the way it is in the console world. There's no shocker there. But it's got to be painful for all of you out there that do not have PSVR. For the longest time, Gary, I wish Gary was around. He could hop into chat, because Gary did not have a PlayStation VR for so long. And he thought that he could live without a PlayStation VR, and he finally knows better. He's had a PlayStation VR for a while now, and he knows that it's a valuable commodity to add to your lineup, if at all possible. But again, I mean, who am I to say, look, I freaking have a 970 graphics card. So maybe if I was never screwing around in PSVR land, I'd have a 1080 Ti right now. I'd be able to enjoy my PC VR experiences a little bit better right now. So, I mean, there's limited amount of money. We all have to decide how we're going to spend our money and how we're going to budget our money. So it is a concern. It is an issue. The one point I wanted to try to make, though, is consider Craigslist, consider eBay, consider garage sales, consider buying something that maybe has a few scratches on it, just to have a PlayStation VR set up in another room that you can kind of check out every once in a while. Man, guys, I'm going to have to cut this show early because I am absolutely starving. My stomach is starting to gurgle. But I had a lot more stuff to go into today. I wanted to talk about some Oculus Go related stuff, and I didn't get to that at all. And we have talked no news whatsoever about anything in the PC VR world, or basically anything other than PlayStation VR. This was 100% a PlayStation VR show. So hopefully people that aren't interested in PlayStation VR, hopefully this wasn't too uninteresting for you. But, you know, go get a banana. If I had a banana, I've done it. I've ate a live banana. There's no question about that. I mean, I've ate a banana live on the show, and if I had one, I'd grab one. I do have a Fuji apple, but the thing is I got to wash it off. I got to slice it so it's nice and, you know, Fuji apples are the bomb. But yeah, I got to get out of here. So I'm going to throw on my outro trailer, but I'll tell you what, folks, the good news is we still got stuff to get into tomorrow. Even if there's no news whatsoever, I got some stuff to get into tomorrow, some Oculus Go stuff. So that will go ahead and wrap it up. This, of course, has been VR Game Rankings YouTube channel. Make sure to subscribe to the channel. Thank you, everybody, for watching this show. Thank you for watching the channel. Thank you, of course, for liking the video. Thank you for checking out the website every once in a while and seeing our rankings. And you know what? I was talking about the top 200 overall. I'm working on that right now. So I am finally updating the top 200 overall, top 100 overall, all of that. So hopefully by, say, tomorrow, maybe all of those will be updated. It depends on how things go. So anyway, folks, got to bounce out of here. I will see everybody tomorrow, 10 a.m. Pacific time. See you guys then. Take it easy. And of course, later.